Going live, going live, going live, going live, going live. Okay. Call that a sound check right there. We're gonna call that. That's what we're gonna call right there. That's what that is. Who's on the naughty list and who's on the nice list? We will go officially live in a little less than 4 minutes. A little less than 4 minutes. So we would eventually like to reprint our asset decks. That would be like the backup of the contacts and yada yada and expand on it. So if anybody has any cool ideas for assets that they would like included as far as gear or gadgets or even the dark minion stuff what's it called? Dominion? What's it called? Anyway, assets deck, we would like to eventually print it back up. You know, the terrible thing is that there's so much that we need to do or could do for Pulp Alley, and unfortunately, I feel like I'm a bottleneck in a lot of ways. Like there really is only uh, uh, it's basically a one-person operation. So Manny Marino was a big help working on the Tomb of the Serpent stuff for us. And it's hard. I know everybody has lives out there. I know how hard it is. Um, uh, we would love to have some help. Anybody that feels like they'd like to try and work on something, then by all means, we certainly welcome the work, the effort. And I know how hard it is, you know especially when you have a full-time job. This is all I do. This is to take care of the kids. So lots of fun stuff to talk about tonight. We're going to go officially live in a little less than 2 minutos. Have lots of fun stuff to go over. I should put my glasses on because I can't read well. Derek Bidas. Derek Bidas is on here. We got Bishop on here. Hello, Bishop. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I see you every once in a while hitting the like button for us over there on the X, formerly Twitter. I think I'm supposed to say that every time I say X, formerly Twitter. I'm supposed to say formerly Twitter. Jim State, Day W Low, Bry G, Bishop, Derek Bidas. David and Kyushu is here. My god dang. Oh, what the heck? You watch that kind of talk, mister. This is a family show. I'm writing you on the naughty list, sir. We're going to go officially live at a little less than 1 minuto. Everybody synchronize your watches at 20 seconds now. Okay. Really didn't give you much time there, did I? Burjeski's on here. Merry Christmas to you all. That's me. We got a Rick on here. We got a David Akayu show. You make me feel like I need to be more productive. Me too. I make me feel like I need to be more productive. Ugh. Having small children pulling at you constantly definitely takes its toll on your productivity. I was like hoping that June was going to start school next year or pre-K, but no, she still has another like couple years before she starts pre-K. So counting down the days. You have to enjoy the time that you have the small children though. So that's a once in a lifetime. It's my old radio show opener. Well, look at you. I was a DJ on Diego Garcia. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Hola from Tucson, or hola back at Tucson, Mr. Red Mist. And we are officially live. We're a little bit less than, we're about a minute over now. For those of you that synchronized watches with me, we have a happy holiday from Marty Devine. Right back at you, sir. It's Fairfield. Thank you so much for joining. We watch our grandkids a couple of times a week, and I agree it can be a long day. Yep. Yep. Telemachus in the Pennsylvania way, as they say. That's what they often say. I hear that a lot.
I've never heard that before.
In the Pennsylvania way. So, lots of fun to go over tonight. I got a small handful of these cards in, and I wanted to show them to you, and we're dropping them in boxes. So some of you already have these on the way. So between now and the end of the year, we're going to try and drop these in as many boxes as we can as we're shipping stuff off. So yeah, I feel bad because I know inevitably that I probably forget once in a while and realize that sometimes, you know,
Hi,
I'm in what? Oh, hello. I'm in hustle and bustle and everything. You know, I don't make excuses because I just don't. I try to put them, include some sort of little extra bonus in all the boxes that we mail off. If your box ends up not coming to you and it doesn't have a bonus, we'll realize that that was just a mistake or an oversight on my part. And I normally try to include something. It's not because I dislike you.
I think he has a secret list of people he does.
The naughty list. The naughty list.
Oh, please.
Daytona Jacks. And Jack.
What?
I need to get me a new Jack.
Stop. You don't.
Nay is on here.
Hi, Nay.
Hello, Nay.
Marty.
Hello, Nay. Bob is on here. Hello, Bob. So glad Bob could join us this fine evening. I smile when they come in. Smile just as big when they go home.
That's a classic tune.
What's that? What's that from?
Life.
Life? Just life in general? Okay. All right. I'd like to do like a full-blown demo of the adventure deck, but I feel weird doing it without actually having one. So I'm hoping that I will actually have an adventure deck within the next, I don't know, week, 2 weeks. Hopefully soon. I don't know. So once I can actually get a full-blown actual adventure deck. But for those of you that watch our Sunday games, you're actually seeing the adventure deck in play. Now, we have not been using all of the everything on the adventure cards up until maybe like last week or the week before. So like for the last 2 weeks or so, we have been fully utilizing the all of the cards. And that means
Adam.
not only, oh, Adam's on here in the lovely state of Utah. So you'll have cards that will have a what happens if you fail that scenario card. So most often you'll see scenario cards used as plot points. That's probably the most common use, but you shouldn't feel like they are limited only to being used as plot points. They could serve other uses as well. So you know what, for this next scenario, and we're working. I feel like we're maybe in the home stretch for Tomb of the Serpent. I feel pretty good about where we're at. What was the scenario that we played last week? Dark Truths or Shady Deals or
I thought it was
Shady Deals?
I
I feel like the last two scenarios that we've done on Sundays and other times during the week. Um, those have been moved into the finished column.
Yep.
Those have been moved in. So slowly but surely, we're moving scenarios out of the playtest column into the finished column. And the reason we do that is so that we can focus on the ones that we need to focus on. So I don't know. It's kind of funny on the way this works because my time is not my own often. I just work on this stuff when I can, and that's in between, stocking shelves and putting orders together. Since the Moon Men went on strike and we had a contract labor dispute over that, I have very little
told
in
you
the
you should
way
have
of,
hired me
of
to-
extra help around here.
To
So
break the union.
it is very much like a one person operation most of the time. Um, so when I have time to work on stuff as far as the scenarios are concerned, then I try and keep that project moving forward as well. I could pretty much only keep one ball in the air at a time. I'm a one ball juggler. If I get two balls, screw that. I can't handle that. I pretty much just have to juggle one ball at a time, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
One ball at a time. That's all it means. It means what it is.
I feel like there's something extra that
You're cute tonight.
implying.
Well,
and
thank
I
you
just
for
want to
showing
share.
up. I'm so glad you're here. Anywho, so the fun part of that is that I'm as surprised as anybody when the project's actually done. Because I just work on it until I go, you know what? That's good. That's done. Now I'm happy with it. And I can't know that until it actually happens. So I don't have a deadline. I can't tell you, well, Tomb of the Serpent's scheduled to be released March 15th.
Oh, March
No.
15th. That's a bad. That's
No,
bad.
no.
No, I
can't.
lied. That's actually really good. 3:15. Lovely.
Three's divisible by 15. So we just keep working on it, and as I slide more scenarios, we slid another scenario over into the finished column. Was it Sideshow of Horrors?
Yep.
Sideshow of Horrors got slid over into the finished column now. So the scenario that I'm going to play this Sunday is another rewrite of Thing in the Dark. The Thing in the Dark. So it's a new scenario that takes elements from several other scenarios and kind of combines them in the pulp tradition. Nothing's ever truly original. It's all like a conglomerate of other pieces from this over here
Jello.
and that over there. So it is the 6 rooms with the connecting hallway, and has a new story to it as well. I'm going to save it for Sunday.
Please
as
do.
we talk about the story, about what's happening there, and what your role in it is. And it's gonna be I really like this version, but it's also solo week. It's also solo week, boys and girls. So I have been trying to leave one date a month open on a Sunday for a solo game.
A traditional.
A real life traditional with the solo deck solo game. So that will be this Sunday, will be a real solo game. Now, even if you don't play solo, it's still worth watching so you see how the scenario works, because you don't have to do that. For me, every week is solo week. There you go. There you go. Well, good. Every Pulp Alley game I've ever played is solo. Nothing wrong with that, sir. Nothing wrong. And Scudfisher's on here. Hola, Scudfisher.
I enjoy a good solo.
Yeah. I do too. I like playing my solo games.
But
I
gross.
think. Well, see, I think I would rather play versus another player, But I really do enjoy the solo scenarios as well.
Yeah,
You know,
solo cards really.
Yeah. So this will be an actual solo game. So I gotta pick out a league. Should we do the thing, Bessy? Do you want to do the
Do you
thing?
have paper?
Do you want to do the thing tonight?
You have the utensils, the supplies?
Well, yeah, I have utensils. What kind of Mickey Mouse joint do you think this is, lady?
A Mickey Mouse joint.
Oh, that is true.
Like a weird off.
So I'm going
Mickey
to try
Mouse
to
joint.
give these away in all the packages that we're shipping off between now and the end of the year. I don't have a lot of them. I don't have a lot of these. So I'm going to try and give them away between now and the end of the year. And then whatever's left, I'm going to set aside, and if there are any left, I will set them aside and include them when we ship the adventure decks in January. You know, I don't want to hold on to something that says Happy Holidays until January to send them off, but you know, it'll be a nice way to kind of, you know, go ahead and if I have any left, you know, based on, you know, who ordered first and yada yada, as we get the packages put together to ship off in January, we'll try and get rid of the rest of them then, if there are any. And honestly, I really don't have enough. I should have done more. I feel bad about not doing that. So, who do you want to see? Which league would you like to see me play? Or maybe Bessy. Maybe Bessy will bite the bullet and play on Sunday. Give me a 4. And so which league do you want to play? So you got AJ. You could write Danger or AJ. You could write Dundee. You could write, enter this into the chat if this is who you want to order. See, Vern says Denton. Vern, you're number 1. Red Mist, you're number 2. If you want to see Ace, Phantom Ace, Bride G, you're 3. Marty is 4. Bishop is 5. If you want to see Denton, let us know. These are the leagues that are up for grabs today. Let us know who you would like to see. Oh, we have a couple Phantom Aces on there. Thank you guys so much, because that's who I would like to play Phantom Ace. And one of the reasons why I would like to play Phantom Ace is because I think his league might have a tough time in this scenario. It's going to be an interesting combination of fighting, Taco Bob and the Burrito Boys. There you go, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Don't you dare put Bob down.
I'm putting Bob.
No, because we do not have a Taco Bob. We got an Eric Miller. Very good, very good. So type in right now who you would like to see me play solo on Sunday. And I think, gosh, I don't know. I thought maybe the Dundees would be a good one to play. I feel like this would be a scenario that would work for them pretty well. I also thought Denton. Third, I'd say maybe AJ Danger. And then I think the Phantom Agents might have a little bit of a hard time in this scenario.
Yeah, we haven't done a Fang League in a while, have we?
I haven't, and one of the reasons why I don't do a Fang League is because of the number of models in that league. So I traditionally do not do those during our live games, because the more models you have on the table, the longer it makes the scenario, because it's more characters to move around the table. So to keep us within our hour-and-a-half time crunch on Sundays, it's just hard to work the Fangs League in there. So I like doing the small 3 character leagues.
Okie Joe. That's what I want.
That would be fun. I guess I could just design a different league for him.
I want a sidekick Okie Joe.
Because I almost put Minerva out here today. Mm-hmm. I almost put Minerva out here. I almost put Red Queen out here. I mean, those are some good leagues. Okay, we have 14. Is that what we have, babe?
Yeah. Anybody else want to throw in their name?
If you're on here right now, Louis, quickly tell us who Eric Miller, you have him on there?
Yes, darling.
Newt Pond?
Yes.
What about Bob?
He said the girls, so I put him down.
Okay. Lewis, quickly tell us which league you would like to see out of the 4 that I have lined up there. So, who do you want to see, Luis? Okay.
Whoa, what are you doing?
I'm just flopping. Oh, Derek Miller's on here too, or Derek Bitus said Denton. Gamer Geek Jason says Phantom. Mr. Luggage chose a J. Well, I don't know what a J even means, sir. I don't even know. All right, where are we at, babe? We're up to 17. Anybody else? Anybody? Red Queen would be fun. Red Queen would really be fun. Luis says Ace. Okay, let's just roll it. Should we do it now?
Yep.
So here are the 4 leagues we have. So we are going to try to give away these cards as we're shipping out packages.
Do they get one tonight if they get to pick?
Oh, we should do that, huh?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let me see. Is that all we want to do, though? Is one of those? Do I have something else I could give away?
No, give them one of those. People want those.
No, but it's just one card. That's not enough.
You gave one card to everybody else.
Yeah, but I like this person. So,
wow.
yeah. So, what about you also get an old version of the Spectre?
Ooh.
An old version of the Spectre. Probably everybody has this card. Nobody even wants it. Okay. So if we roll your name...
Number.
If we roll your number, we'll send this to you. Bessy, how do they claim their prize?
You gotta email the Pulp Alley email or on Facebook Messenger, and you gotta tell me your physical mailing address.
Physical mailing address.
Or I can't get it to you.
Address.
And that means that you didn't want it.
Address.
What are you doing?
If you haven't already, please take a moment right now and hit that like button for us. If you're not a subscriber, you ought to be.
And the number
Get
is...
subscribed to our little channel. Don't you raise that cup, lady.
Don't you touch me.
Don't you touch me. The number is 8. Who is that,
DW.
my darling? DW. DW Low.
He might actually have the Spectre card.
But he has... I don't know if he has an indispensable gadget yet. I don't think so.
Oh, no, I meant that one.
But we've sent... Yeah, he should have one of these. I would think he has one.
Congrats, DW.
We've definitely sent some of these out this week. We just got these in, so we've been dropping them in the packages as we send stuff off. So how awesome is that? Oh, I wasn't even on that camera. Okay.
We were nice.
So you're so quick and lovely. Thing in the Dark promo card. So we're gonna give away the promo cards as best we can. We are planning to update, so every once in a while somebody asks about the old asset decks, like the old backups deck, the old contacts and gear and gadgets and yada yada. And eventually we will reprint those. New artwork. They will probably all be full-sized instead of the mini cards like we had done previously. Basically because it's the same price. So the only reason why we went with mini cards previously is because they were cheaper.
It was a mini price tag.
They were cheaper for us to make. So it's like, that's pulp, baby. That's hip hop. That's pulp. So if it's cheap, that's the way we go. It's my motto. So
wow.
now that they've made the cards, give me this one. Now that they've made the pricing on the cards the same for this size, I might as well just do them big and honky. So then I can put a bigger picture on there and more text and have more fun with it. So that'll be fun. So we will eventually update these, and slowly but surely, I just keep making more of them anyway. Eventually, there'll be enough to put into a deck, I suppose. If you did the Kickstarter with us, I don't know if that was the last Kickstarter or not, but we had some asset cards
And you
one
get
of
the
my
holiday
Kickstarters.
cards simply by placing an order because you're
Yes.
just tossing them in.
Yes, I'm dropping, as long as you place an order that I ship a box, I will try to include a promo card, an indispensable gadget, because that's what everybody needs for Christmas is an indispensable gadget. So, I haven't forgotten about Pulpalooza 2025. It's simply that I cannot work on more than one thing at a time. So again, that is my threshold. Right now, it's the life that I lead, is that I do not have the bandwidth to really do more than one thing at a time. Not right now, I don't. So I can really only focus on Tomb of the Serpent, and that's what I'm focused on. When I reach a certain point, I'll switch back over to the magic rules because we have been playtesting those and get those ready, and those are really close anyway. Once I get that done, then I can switch to different things, and I can only work on the fire that's immediately burning in front of me, and that is right now it's Tomb of the Serpent. So I'm not talking a lot about Pulpalooza 2025. Because that's not the fire that's burning right now. However, that does not mean that you shouldn't be talking about it and continuing to think about it and
scheme
scheme and
I'd like a death ray if possible.
A death ray. What else? But anyway, just realize I'm just because I'm not talking about it doesn't mean that it's not important to me or anything like that. I have my blinders on and I have to keep my tunnel vision focused at Tomb of the Serpent. Otherwise, it'll never get done, and that's the only way I can be effective right now. That's my life. I think that's the end of my list. When I get the new adventure cards in, I'll do like a full-blown demo of them. But if you really want to see how they work, tune in on Sundays to our live games because we will be using the full-blown, cards. Someone recently said, do they replace the scenario cards? Well, in a way they do. They don't replace any old scenario cards. They don't replace any scenario cards for scenarios that have been published. But they will be the basis of the scenario cards going forward. So all of the scenarios for 2025, the scenario of the month for 2025, are based on the scenario, the adventure deck cards. So, and also Tomb of the Serpent is also based on the adventure card, the adventure deck. As a matter of fact, all of the adventure cards have the same yellow back and say scenario on them. So for all intents and purposes, they really are scenario cards. And can even be mixed in with your old scenario cards to make new and exciting scenarios as well. Yep. All right. Big thank you to everybody for playing with us tonight. We really do appreciate y'all. Scott Fisher, thank you so much for joining. Telemachus, Marty, Nay. Thank you guys for being here. Vern, thank you so much. Santa Claus, you're the best Santa Claus ever. What?
The boy was like, oh shoot, I forgot to ask how many reindeer he had. So I was like, well, we can Google.
Bessy, play us out of here. Dennis Cross. I was busy smoking ribs. Almost forgot to tune in. Oh, send some of those ribs my way. Hey, Telemachus, you got to send me some Seltzer's smoked Bologna from.
Don't fall for it.
I need some Seltzer's.
He already ordered some.
I need some Seltzer's smoked Bologna. The Lebanon Bologna. I need a Pennsylvania contact. Christmas isn't Christmas unless you have Seltzer's Bologna. Smoked Lebanon Bologna. Good night, everybody. We'll see you soon. That was fun.